Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready, 95, 56. Check back.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. Von Miller of the Broncos there to get him down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
NFC South to NFC South. Breeze to Julio Jones for a first down. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Breeze now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Breeze going to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Aldrick Rosas for the NFC field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelce for the AFC first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Conner. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. They'll run on first down. Conner. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Breeze now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Ready? 5-9.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Breeze again. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. Now Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Connor. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the AFC has retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Jones. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Breeze turns for the NFC first. A first down carry for Barkley. Up to make the stop, the Jets safety Jamal Adams. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl. Now Breeze lost the football, and that's picked up by the AFC. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Connor. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
To throw, it's Breeze. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Breeze to Adam Thielen for an NFC first down. On first down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Breeze to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during the, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now it's Connor. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, Ridley. Hey, 43. Let's go. You tighten up. Shift.
Mahomes going to throw it here. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, Lou, Larry. Watch the slip. Watch this. Color. 15.
To throw is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mahomes firing complete. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins. 32 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. To throw is Breeze.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready? You ready? Watch it, hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Back to throw, Breeze. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Breeze now to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Like I'm Barry Sanders, chain